What is up, community? My name's Mike Quist. I thought that this introduction would be pretty easy. I gotta say, I feel like I'm going through much needed personal development of therapy. It's therapeutic. I've written things to a point where I'm learning about the emotional reasons I create art, and that is leading to unlocks of why I think emotionally people will want some of my art. I'm a husband, a father, and a son. I have 4 boys. My oldest is almost 18. My youngest just turned 6. The boys and I love adventure. I love scuba diving. I love living here on the big island, Hawaii. I was born in a very small dairy town in California. Lived in Oregon for 15 years where I raised my boys for a good portion of their life. And I was a contractor, a DIYer, a guy who would go in and do kitchen and bath remodeling for many years. I was mentored and best friends with my father, who recently passed away. He left an impression on me that I hope to live up to with my family. Happily married for 19 years. Holy cow. I'm 42 years old, and I have just really dove into my art career. I've been painting for a lot of years. I started painting landscapes in Oregon. I love river rafting, and I was painting landscapes as a hobby, not understanding it was my therapy for a long time. I briefly sold my work until I started a business called Stone Coat Countertops. Stone Coat Countertops can be found on YouTube, and you'll learn more about me, where I built a channel that grew to almost, or now it's like 1.2 million subscribers. That was really important to me, and an amazing season, which I'm still in. I still make the content for those people, but it also led to drawing me away from my family quite a bit, working 18-hour days. And so currently I just make the content for them and teach people how to create functional art, where they can take their old countertops, tabletops, desktops, floors, showers, that kind of thing, and I teach them how to make it look like natural stone using epoxy. That's my epoxy business. Now I'm diving into my art business. I love painting tikis and sharks and whales and landscapes and sunsets and waterfalls, all the places that I like to see, the things that make me smile. So that's what I do is out here. I've built this little studio here in Hawaii, and this is where I spend a lot of my time, not understanding how much I needed it, because over many years of working just to make ends meet, being at points in my life, and we'll get real in this group, because I'm assuming that this group is pretty real. So let's get real, and that's what I'm doing here. And the fact of the matter is, I needed this more than I realized, and I needed art more than I realized. I recently got put into a gallery here in Kona. I was shocked at what I found in discovering my why. And asking why 50 times, goodness, man, it led me into this conflict within myself to overcome what I'm kind of pushing away. And I didn't know I was signing up for therapy, but frankly, that's what it's done. It's been healing so far. Fantastic. And I'll share that with you guys here if that's what is hoped for. And then finally, I've already kind of identified those, I've identified my avatar. Typically, I have a writer's block. I'm not a strong writer. I'm a strong creator, and I'm a video guy. That's what I'm used to doing, is video. I didn't start out as a video guy, of course. I was a contractor who was just trying to teach people how to use my product. But today, after making over 500 videos on YouTube, I'd rather do a video for you as opposed to write to identify myself. Which tells me it is up here. I got blocks going on, and I was able to get that out on paper, and I appreciate it, which gives me gratitude, and it helps me feel better about myself. I was able to, in my business, become financially free. thankful for that. But I wasn't financially free for the better part of my life and even my childhood. Watching my father in a blue collar atmosphere, working his tail off as the hardest worker and the best example I could have ever had of dirty hands and a clean spirit. He and my mom helped raise foster children. I have 5 brothers and sisters, and we typically had orphans and kids who needed a home, 6 at a time typically. So my house was, for lack of a better term, chaotic, controlled chaos. And so today I find a lot of value in the peace of my art and being out here in my studio in Hawaii creating. So this is me, this is who I am. I appreciate being a part of this group, and I hope to contribute. I'm going to learn, I'm going to devour, and I'm going to have some fun doing it. It wasn't what I was expecting, but an action taker. I like to find mentors and people far beyond where I want to be in the different subjects that I want to get there. And what's beautiful about the internet today is the fact that the world is our backyard. We can peek over the picket fence and we can look at our neighbors and we can say, hey, how are you doing? And you guys could be on the other side of the world. So let's take advantage, let's help one another. I really look forward to any advice. I'm a very good feedback taker. I don't get offended. And if I do, I'll tell you. So guys, let's go, man. I'm excited. My name is Mike Quist, and I'm an artist.